What's going on, everyone? It is time for another potential test in MLB 16, the show. We are back testing another player in franchise mode, and today it is going to be none other than #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. We're going to see what he is made of, a potential 65 overall. You see his current numbers where we're going to start. Not too bad starting figures. Pretty good contact, decent power. Fielding stats a little low, but I expect those to go up. And when it comes to Swanson, I am doing him because of a comment left in a previous video. And as always, if you want to see someone tested, let me know in the comments down below and I will use them in future episodes. But the last thing to touch on for Swanson is his morale. And this one is a little weird. I'll explain more about this in a second because normally that would fix itself, but it's going to be a little weird with him. But after season #1, what's he going to grow to? A 69 overall. He gets +2 and 4 for his contact righty-lefty. Power goes up 3 and 6. Vision only goes up 1. Discipline goes up 5. Clutch goes up 3 along with his bunt. Drag bunt 2. Fielding going to go up 3 and 2. Arm goes up 3. Durability goes up. So everything's going up. His stealing's the only thing that's going to go down. That goes down 1. But otherwise, everything else is going up across the board. We'll take a look at his numbers for the season. And he is going to end up playing 132 games. It's 300 at-bats, 72 hits, 8 home runs, 37 RBIs, 4 stolen bases, only hits 240. Only, though, I should say, for a 22-year-old. That's not bad, I would say, for his first full season. But when it comes to his morale, this is where things get weird. His contract expectation is $1.1 million. His current contract is $80,000, and whatever it is, something odd is happening. I'm actually using the Operation Sports full minors because that's the only way we can get him with his actual name. I think they messed up with his contract because he's stuck with an $80,000 contract for 4 seasons. So as we move on to season #2, he is going to grow to a 73. Now, he is hurt to end the season, so we never want to see that. But he goes up +14 for his contact versus lefties. I have never, in anyone we've done these with, seen their contact or any stat grow by this much. So a huge jump for him in his contact versus lefties. Still getting significant gains in all of the other attributes. His vision goes up 5. His fielding went up 4. Everything else going up 2 or 3. His contact versus righties went up 3. Power didn't go up a ton, but he played 111 games because of the injury. Had more at-bats still. 104 hits. 5 home runs, 34 RBIs, and his average way up to 280. So a very good season. You see, the overall went up accordingly. Now, you gotta wonder what that season would have looked like if he had played all season without the injury. But that's something we just got to take into account, and we'll see how it turns out, whether he is going to be an injury-prone guy. But you see here, again, he's still angry because he's still only making $80,000. I'm pretty sure, and I don't know if the Operation Sports guys mess with the contracts at all, but for some reason, he was locked into $80K for 4 years, so he's going to continue to be upset. But after season #3, he's up to an 81 overall now. No change in his contact versus lefty or power versus righty. Contact versus righty goes up 4. Power versus lefty goes up 5, so that's a nice jump in those two. +5 to his discipline, +3 to durability, +2 to the clutch and the bunt. He gets +2 across the board for fielding and his arm. So again, decent gains here. Not necessarily as good as the other 2 seasons, but still not bad. He's up to an 81 overall. The contact is definitely there. The power is getting there. Hopefully that power continues to grow because we'd like him to develop into a bit of a power hitting shortstop. But as we take a look at his numbers for the season, again, he played 111 games, so I believe he was hurt again for only playing 111 games. Must have been hurt. 100 hits, 5 home runs, 31 RBIs, and only hit 251, so a bit of a regression in this season, as even though he got hurt last year, he still was able to perform and hit well. This year, not so much. Let's take a look now. He is happy with his team role, but still the contract, only $80K, but he is still happy, so he's finally getting a +2 bump from his morale. So the contract will fix itself after the 4th season. I don't know if maybe that's something that needs to be changed before you even start your franchise if you're going to use Dansby Swanson, but we'll talk about that more later. Now, after season #4, 2 more seasons to go, what's he going to grow to here? And he's up to an 85 overall, so another good gain from Swanson, +5 and 6 to his contact, 4 and 6 to his power. So these are the kind of gains we like to see. +3 to his vision and his discipline, +2 to his clutch and to his bunt and to durability, +3 to fielding, and +2 to his arm and 3 to reaction. Also, must have stole some bases as he is +4 to stealing and base running aggression. So very good improvements from Dansby Swanson here as he's up to an 85 overall now. As we look at his numbers for the 4th season, and he played a full season, 146 games, 79 runs, 151 hits, 16 home runs. There's the big jump in home runs, 73 RBIs, big jump there as well. 7 stolen bases and back to a nice average, 275. That is a very, very good season there from Dansby Swanson as he's getting into his groove a little bit here. 25 years old now, and he is happy, still getting the +2 boost from there, still unhappy about the contract, but that will fix itself now after this season. So we'll move on now to the final season, the 5th season. He's currently an 85. What's he going to end up at after season number 5? An 88 overall. Not bad, but interesting. Not a lot of growth here. Only going to get +6 for his contact versus righties, +4 for his power versus righties, then 2 for vision, 2 across the board for clutch and bunt, +3 for his durability, 5 for his fielding, that's a nice jump, and then 2 for arm strength and reaction. Interesting that the contact versus lefty and the power versus lefty does not change, but still, he's going to end up with 70s for his contact, 60 over for his power versus lefties, just 50 for versus righties, but still, he is going to hit 20 home runs. He plays 151 games, 162 hits, 20 home runs, 76 RBIs, 291 average. So this, the best season of all of them, and that is what we'd like to see. As he goes up in overall, the seasons get better and better as we go. So actually, not a bad 5th season for Dansby Swanson, only 26 years old. And as we look at his morale, finally his contract is fixed, so he is happy getting that +2 bonus. So star player getting his $12 million a year, so that's finally corrected. And as we look at Swanson as he gets out of this potential test, I gotta say he's a definite thumbs up from me. If you can get him away from the Braves, I would say go for it. If you're playing as the Braves, definitely hold on to him. He definitely seems to live up to the first overall potential that he should. 88 overall. Only 26 years old. You go 5 more seasons in the future, and this guy, I think, will end up being a very, very good player, a solid starting shortstop, and a cornerstone, really, for your lineup. As you see, he's developing the power, hit 20 home runs. If he can do that every season and hit around 300, that would be perfect. So, Dansby Swanson, you are now done with the potential test. If you want to see anyone else, again, leave a comment down below who you want to have tested, and I will use them in future episodes. That's going to be it for this one, though. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a like. I really appreciate it. And subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.